guys, it's Shreya here and welcome back to my channel Beauty and the Code. आज के वीडियो में I'm going to talk about perfumes from the brand Blabli Blue. Now it's a very quirky name, I know that. And this brand has been going super duper viral and so many of you requested me to review this brand and review their perfumes and share my thoughts around this brand and how is it good, bad, all about. So here we are talking about the fragrances of Blabli Blue. I have around 300 ml bottles. So how I have picked it is I have picked one perfume 100 ml bottle from women's range, one from men's range and one from unisex. So I have 300 ml bottles with me, and then I have picked up their 3 discovery sets. So their 3 discovery sets are also one meant for women, one for men, and one is unisex. So we have a lot of perfumes that I want to talk about today, and we'll be covering almost all the perfumes of Blabli Blue. So let's begin with the video. Before we do so, make sure कि आपने मेरे channel पे subscribe कर लिया, you hit the bell notification and you follow me on Instagram. And now let's get started. Talk about the packaging of the 100 ml bottles first. So this comes in a red and white box like this, where the variant is written right here and the brand name is written here, and then this is mentioned that this is for her. Now this is their branding, Blabli Blue, and behind they have instructions and directions and all the details that you need to know. These are made in India. This is a 100 ml bottle and it is priced for 1000 rupees, but currently on their discount it is priced for 899 rupees. Okay, apart from that they have mentioned the main perfume notes that this perfume has, and apart from that they also have mentioned the mood of this perfume. I find this packaging to be very cohesive and very informative. It's not over the top, they are not doing a lot of wastage, not very grand packaging like Middle Eastern houses. A very basic packaging but very informative and to the point. So I really like this presentation, and once you open this you have box inside. So this is the one which is holding the perfume well for all the damages during transactions and all. Again they have a label, their branding here, Blabli Blue, and then it's like a simple cardboard box, and here they have a special message which is again a very quirky message. World says I love you, we say Blabli Blue. So it's very quirky and very sweet. And once you open this is how the bottle looks like. Now the bottle packaging is like this. It's like a white bottle. Now this is how the packaging is. It's a white bottle with this kind of a cap, and the details are mentioned in red here. Now there has been a lot of buzz around this topic that these bottles look very similar to a Korean perfume house, and that is a niche house, and that one is called as Born to Stand Out. So the bottles are very similar. Could I find like a one-to-one dupe with that brand? No, I couldn't. So I am not sure if this is a dupe house or if these are originals or these are inspired, because it's very difficult to like have one-on-one dupe situation going on with the designer fragrances. But I really appreciate the brand that they are bringing 100 ml of bottles for just 899 rupees. Like they are under 1000, and I can tell you this one for sure because I have tried and tested these, that when you initially spray them they do not have that harsh alcohol blast. So that just says that these are even well macerated to some extent. So overall I'm really liking the way this brand has come up, and it has become viral for all the good reasons. So yeah, there is a lot of buzz in the internet about this. These fragrances are going viral, and let's find out what is so special in these fragrances. The first variant is called White Jazz. Now this is from their women perfume range, and this perfume, let me just show you the sprayer also. This perfume is a beautiful creamy white floral. Okay, it's up with Rangoon Creeper, which adds into a lot of greenness in this fragrance, along with that kind of like that floral nectarine sap effect going on in the opening, and then you get a heavy dose of jasmine and tuberose. These two perfume notes, florals of jasmine and tuberose, is extremely heavy, and this does not have any sweetness. It is not your creamy sweet gourmand fragrance. No, it is your fresh creamy, but the slight hint of greenness and the sweetness that you are getting is a very natural floral sweetness. Like there is nothing like sugar or something here, but the actual nectar of the flower. That's how this one feels like. It's very strong in white florals, and it does kind of smell very timeless and something that from all ages, women of all ages are going to enjoy. Right from teenagers to matured, I think everyone is going to love this kind of a scent profile. This is creamy, it is bright, it is a good start of the day, it's a very happy fragrance. And the name White Jazz just makes a lot of sense, because this just reminds me of that sexy jazz music. You know, the mood and the vibe for this perfume is 90s Vogue, jazz and red wine, vinyl and velvet, bibliophile. I think I relate to everything that they have mentioned here. It just has a nice kind of like a elegant, classy 90s vibe to it, which is beautiful and timeless. So that's white jazz for you. Now, it in the initial opening, it doesn't have any alcohol blast. This is a strong scent. Like, if you apply 5 to 6 sprays of this one, you are sorted for 7 to 8 hours. So this performs really well, projects really well. It creates a good scent bubble around me, and also the sillage is good on this one. So overall, if I consider the price point and the quality of the juice that I'm getting here, this one gets a 10 out of 10. If you love yourself creamy white florals without that sweetness and nauseating effect, you may end up loving this fragrance. Now let's switch to the next fragrance. This one is from their men's collection, and this is called as By the Beach. Now, I don't think this is specifically for men. I think this is a unisex fragrance, and it is so gorgeous. Past 2 days, this is what I've been wearing. Like, I'm loving this scent profile. It's like light, airy, zesty, breezy for fragrance, but it is also mature. It really feels like sitting on Marine Drive, where like you're sitting on the side and there are stones and it has moss, and you know, the water is splashing on it, and then you get that kind of like that mossy, airy, sea salty effect going on. It's windy, and you can just feel that cool breeze coming your way. It just has a very quiet, relaxing vibe to it. That's exactly what this scent kind of gives me the vibe of. Now it opens up with lemon, orange and passion fruit. Heart notes of caramel, cashmere and bergamot, base notes of ambergris, musk, vanilla and apple. Now you can see from the notes breakdown, does have a nice tropical touch to it, and the zestiness is super prominent because it's starting off with lemon and orange with some passion fruit to balance the zestiness, and then in the mid notes again has bergamot to it. So again, a kick of lemon is coming on your face, right? This is a nice fragrance, and somehow I felt that this one has like coconut water in it, but when I check the notes, it doesn't have. So I'm very surprised because I think it's the ambergris mixing up with apple note in the base, which and the musk vanilla, which may be giving it like that coconut water wala feel, but this does have that aquatic feel in the entire fragrance, you know. This is one of my favorite ones, and I've been reaching out a lot lately to this fragrance. So I've been loving this one. So By the Beach is one of my favorite ones from the ones that I've picked. The third perfume that I want to talk about is Lights Off. Now, kind of those secretive nights that nobody talks about, the forbidden moments. This is described as that kind of a perfume. To my nose, this is like a perfect unisex fragrance, which is perfectly balanced with fruitiness, some sweetness and some warmth in the perfume. The main accords in this fragrance that I get is passion fruit mixing up with some sweetness of caramel and then warmth of amber. These are the three notes that prominently come to my nose, and I absolutely am enjoying this kind of a scent. Now this one is also like a compliment getter. When I wore this to office, I got tons of compliments and people asked me what I was wearing. This is such a balanced perfume in my opinion. Like, it does not have any sharp edges to it, which I absolutely love. And although they are saying that this is like an intimate scent kind of something, I found the scent bubble to be loud enough, and it was projecting as well. So I felt that, you know what, this has a good projection and good sillage. So it's not that it is good for intimate times only. It's kind of like a very everyday kind of a use kind of a perfume for me. So I really enjoy this one. This is the kind of fragrance that you can wear during daytime as well as during night because it is so balanced. It's a good transition scent when the seasons are changing. So that's the next perfume, and this one is called as Lights Off. So those were the 300 ml fragrances. Now I have the tester kit. So I am going to first start off with Habibi, and this one is a Oud unisex discovery set, and this has 6 perfume testers in it, which are 7 ml each. So just want to show you the packaging. Like, Habibi is written right here, then again the branding is right here, then the 6 variants that you're getting are mentioned here with some additional details written. So this is like the overall packaging. Looks really nice. These are very well arranged inside the box like this. Nothing is moving, nothing is budging. So the packaging is really thoughtful and nice. So this is the packaging for the tester strips, where the variant name is mentioned right here. You have a cap and some details are mentioned right here. And it's a plastic tester. This is not glass. This is a plastic bottle, and it is refillable. So it's nice. Like, you can actually make good use of these bottles later when they finish. And let's spray this one. Yeah, although this one is unisex, but kind of is masculine leaning to my nose. It's very heavy on lavender and oud. So it kind of has like saffron, nutmeg and lavender, which has like a very heavy opening. And then it has a strong note of oud coming in, like a very strong oud kick on your face kind of. And then has some green hints of patchouli and musk. I don't find this to be unisex as such. I find this more better and good for as a masculine scent. That's just my opinion. Okay, but if you're someone who loves oud fragrances, this is a nice herbal green oud fragrance is what I can say, and it's very relaxing because the lavender in here is super strong. To my nose, I also felt that there was khus or vetiver in this, but it's not listed in the notes. This is not a safe blind buy. Green oud fragrance, it is not everyone's cup of tea, so yeah, this is not a safe blind buy. Ivory oud, kind of like a rosy oud fragrance. It's very pleasant. Like this one is very pleasant. Feels very kind of like a soft oud fragrance, and yes, perfectly sex in my opinion. It opens up with geranium and goes into this oud meeting patchouli and rose. So a lot of green herbalness again here and a lot of woodiness, but the rose is a nice luscious red rose, by the way, that is like balancing everything together. And then again it kind of has this mossy aquatic because of ambergris and some musk in there. This one is pretty. I would want to have a full bottle on this one. This scent profile is very unique to my nose. I have a lot of oud, woody, rose combination perfumes like Whistle the Hub and all of that. I do have Swiss Arabian Shagaf oud, but this is such a soft fragrance. You know, it's not like bam on your face. This is such a soft rose oud fragrance. I think everyone can enjoy this one. If you are starting new on oud fragrances, this is the kind of perfume you may want to start your oud journey with. So really like this one. This is, by the way, called as Ivory Oud, one of the best ouds in this. Then Lights Off is a repeat here, so I'm not going to talk again about it. So I'll move on to the next one. This is Love Drunk. Now, Love Drunk does not have oud listed in its fragrance note, so I'm not sure as to why it is there in the oud discovery set. Oh my god, this is spicy. Giving me a Khamra vibe, okay? Giving me Latafa Khamra vibe or an Angel's Share vibe. It is very strong on nutmeg and cinnamon, meeting some bergamot. Then has dates, praline, and some white florals. So definitely it's the Khamra DNA. Then some vanilla, tonka bean, benzoin. This is definitely reminding me of Khamra. It's warm, it's spicy, it is sexy. A little more spicier than Khamra and little less sweet. So more masculine is what I'm feeling. This is very raw and very strong kind of a fragrance. I personally love cinnamon in my perfume notes. Like, cinnamon makes a perfume smell very rich. Okay, that's my personal experience and personal take. Love Drunk is gorgeous, and I already have Khamra, I have Kahwa, I have Dukhan, but I wouldn't mind buying one more bottle of this because this is only for like under 1,000. It's 899 rupees. Khamra is 3,000, so you know, do the math. I could actually get this one and enjoy the scent profile. So yeah, it literally feels like a warm hug, and I think it is perfect for rainy and winter season. Now, Oud Honey, as the name suggests, it's gonna have honey and oud as one of the prominent notes. Opens up with a very strong note of honey, which is gooey sweet. Kind of borderline touches the Dal by Jean-Paul Gaultier's DNA. Thick honey feel, along with white florals or pink florals. Like in this case, there's something called as floral shamama. So that's that. You have a lot of oud and some kind of like sweet woodiness going on. Like if you would have just poured honey, wooden stick which is burning, so you kind of get that a little bit of that smoky woodiness and sweetness. That's exactly what this is. Like this one as well, but on my skin it just gives a hint of soapiness. I don't know why. I get that, a hint of soapiness because of the florals is what I'm thinking. But nevertheless, this is also a nice and a very soft oud fragrance, not like something that will give you a headache. So very well balanced kind of a fragrance. I do like this oud honey variant as well. So that was a nice one. All the perfumes that have like the oud word in them, those bottles are red in color, and the remaining other bottles, like I just showed you this one, like Lights Off, so all those are white and red in combination. The last variant in this is Vetiver Oud. Let's spray this one. This is not what I had thought this would be. Vetiver Oud is a very fresh fragrance. It has a very strong floral domination going on. It has Moroccan rose and saffron, jasmine and lily, vetiver, musk and amber. So yeah, like I mentioned, it has a very strong floral feel to it. It kind of has a very fresh dry shampoo feel to it. Yeah, that's how I want to put it. It has a very nice dry shampoo feel. Yeah, exactly. It's like fresh, a little soapy, a little sweet and woody and warm at the same time. So yeah, it reminds me of Beti's dry shampoo. Yeah, that's what this one is reminding me of. I think this is a nice unisex fragrance, but a little feminine leaning in my opinion. And because of that freshness of flowers in this, it's definitely also giving me like a very nice clean girl vibe. It's fresh, it's floral, it's kind of delicate, and definitely has a clean girl vibe to it. That one is the discovery set for unisex fragrances. If you are into oud fragrances or woody fragrances, this one is a nice option to go for. You are literally getting this box for 450 rupees and you're getting 6 perfume samples of 7 ml each. I think this is a steal deal and the fragrances are very unique. So discovery set. I'm definitely buying Vetiver Oud full bottle because every time I'm moving my hand, this perfume is just lingering and the scent bubble is really nice and has a very nice clean effect to it. I think I'm going to go for this one. Set is perfumes for him. So let's explore this one. Quite different packaging. I can see one card here with the description and all the 6 perfumes sitting here with a red base. I think this box looks a little better than Habibi. So this one is called as Game Changer set for him. Let's explore this one. Okay, so out of the 6 perfumes that are present here, there are 3 that I have already spoken about, right? So one is Love Drunk, second is By, and then Lights Off. We're talking about the remaining 3 here. So let's talk about My Wingman, and they say that this is ardent, charming and guardian. This one is a cardamom heavy fragrance. It feels like masala chai to me. This is cardamom and cinnamon with some black pepper, cumin and tobacco. Has patchouli, vanilla and cedar. Of the whole scenario, it just kind of gives me a masala tea wala nuance. But again, when the tobacco starts growing, that's where the masala chai effect goes down and tobacco takes the front seat, mixing up with all of this woodiness. Like cedar is bringing in that little bit of that green woodiness in this, vanilla adding to some sweetness, and patchouli adding to a nice herbal earthy touch in this fragrance. So it's like a definitely spicy, warm, earthy kind of a fragrance. This is definitely a very manly scent in my opinion, and this is blended so well. I think My Wingman is one of the best fragrances in the men's perfumes that I've seen so far. Like, it's mature, it's level-headed, mature, very strong personality kind of a fragrance. So Wingman is like one of the best ones that I've seen so far. Next perfume is Old Money. I'm going to use this as a strip now. It does have like a kind of like a legacy charm or an antique charm to it, if I may say so. This opens up with apple, davana and chamomile, damask rose, cedar and osmanthus, then vanilla absolute, tonka bean and patchouli. It, has a very nice, gorgeous kind of like a fruity woody scent with some floral nuances to it, but it does have like a nice royal old money vibe to it. I don't know how they have done this, but it just kind of has that richy rich vibe to it somehow. Difficult to explain this one because it has just right balance of fruitiness and florals and woodiness, but still kind of feels very antique and royal and regal sorts. Very different fragrance. The last perfume in the men's set is called as Self Made, and let's give this one a spray. Now this perfume is like a hustler, like somebody who's very ambitious, who keeps running around, very high spirited kind of a person. And this one has like a black pepper mixing up with lot of zestiness like bergamot, orange. It just has a very tea kick to it. And then it has bourbon, vanilla, amber and patchouli. Now patchouli is something that is making this fragrance earthy with the the zestiness of the bergamot here. Like, it feels lemon tree is kind of like growing with that wet soil and a little bit of green bushes around it, clear sky, and you can see that lemon tree. It just has that kind of a feel to it. Some woodiness, some zestiness, some skin bitterness to it, but mixing everything under the warmth of the sunlight. Yeah, it just has that kind of a feel. A very hustler, a very person who is like running towards his ambitions and aims. So this is self-made. Yeah, now it makes sense. Yeah, so this fragrance definitely kind of resonates with the scent profile that there is. So the last set that we are talking about and the last 6 fragrances that we're talking about are this discovery set for her. Now this also has this card and it's some kind of roll the dice of a card. I'm not aware of what this is. Scan and play it will give you some exciting discounts basically. So, and then there is this summary of all the perfumes here. I like this style. So let's begin with these 6. So White Jazz is again a repeat here, so I don't have to talk about this one. Variant Peaches, and this one according to them is like a very wild, sensual, sassy kind of a personality, and this is a very different opening. Okay, the Mandarin is meeting Pear and Pepper. Pear and Pepper, they are not sitting very well together. So the opening of this fragrance is super duper challenging and may not be for everyone and not a safe blind buy. Goes into a little bit of rose with some Firangi Pani, which kind of adds like a hint of tropical touch in this fragrance, along with some gardenia. Then has musk, patchouli and cedar. This is kind of like a powdery scent profile, and the opening is very difficult in my opinion because of that pepper mixing up with pear and orange. Yeah, it's a little difficult to cope up with the opening here, but if you are into different kind of a unique fruity floral scent, you may like Peaches. Next scent is Be My Cookie. Now this one is a very intensive or a very delicious kind of a fragrance. It is very fruity and floral, but the fruits are like very heavy. Okay, so this one is raspberry meeting some blackberry and some sour cherry. Then it has violet, jasmine and lilac and musk and vanilla. So because of the lilac and the violet present in here, it does have a like a kind of a cosmetic vibe also to this, like the effect that iris usually gives in the fragrance, a powdery cosmetic feel. So this is a very gorgeous scent. It has thickness of berries, juiciness of berries, but meeting a nice kind of like a feminine powderiness going on. So I find this one to be very unique. I don't have anything like this in my collection, which is berry also and kind of makeup-ish also. So Be My Cookie is definitely a bigger bottle worthy fragrance. But the only thing is, you are seeing the word Be My Cookie and you are thinking that it's going to be like a cake or a cookie scent, then you're going to be heavily disappointed because this one is a fresh, fruity, makeup-y, powdery scent. Then again, we have Love Drunk. Love Drunk seems to be their favorite one, I guess, and for all the good reasons. It is Latafa Khamra in a bottle. So yeah, this one I've already spoken about, so we can skip it. Then Lights Off. So the last one is Hot AF. Hot AF opens up with blackcurrant and pear, has iris, jasmine, orange blossom, praline, vanilla and patchouli. Now this one is quite a playful kind of a scent, and although I said the earlier one was like a makeup-y kind of a fragrance, this is almost on the same lines. This also has this iris and blackcurrant and pear going on, which all together kind of makes it a very fruity, powdery, makeup-y kind of a fragrance. The blackcurrant pear is very juicy and very thick, but then the orange blossom and the jasmine adds in a lot of brightness in this fragrance, and again patchouli, vanilla, praline adding a lot of sweetness and earthiness in this fragrance. So Hot AF and Be My Cookie are kind of similar but not the same kind of a sense. Out of the two, I'm liking Hot AF more. So earlier I was thinking maybe Be My Cookies, but I'm confused. But these two are really nice and I will consider purchasing a bigger bottle of these. So the main difference between Hot AF and Be My Cookie is that Be My Cookie is more like berries, lilac and vanilla, and this one Hot AF is more or less like blackcurrant, lily, truffle. Out of the two, I am leaning a little more towards Hot AF. I really like that blackcurrant ka feel in this. It kind of has like a nice ice cream touch to it. So I like it. It is creamy but yet juicy and yet makeup-y. Alright, so that brings us to the end of the video. Those were all the perfumes from the house of Bla Bli Blue. I am actually very impressed with this house and I get the hype. The quality of these fragrances, the quality of the perfume oil, the concentration of the perfume oil is very nice, very thick. It's almost 25% of perfume oil. So these are very potent, these are very long lasting. These are good performers in Indian weather. And at this price point, these are under 1,000 and they still are maintaining this level of quality of the perfume oil. So absolutely love it. So, and you kind of have like lot of variants to try, like the unisex bundle has like really nice oud heavy fragrances. Then the perfumes for him and her both have some common fragrances which are more or less like unisex fragrances to try on. I think this brand is doing really well with the variety that they have brought in. I will be more impressed if I get to see more gourmands, more sweeter fragrances here. So that is something that I am looking forward to from this brand. But all in all, it's a thumbs up from me. This brand gets a 10 out of 10. These perfumes get a 10 out of 10. At this price, it's a thumbs up. So I hope that you enjoyed watching this video and you got to know why this brand is so viral, and that is all about Blably Blue. I hope that you enjoyed watching this. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification, follow me on Instagram, and I'm gonna see you very soon in my next video. Bye.